as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Winston to give. It's Kamara. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
On first down, Watson. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st down, Winston. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Watson. He's got Burton here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Again, it's Watson. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality.
It got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
A first down throw for Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jameis again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Following the interception, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. It's our field. It's our field.
Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Watson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. In your face.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Winston to throw for it. Out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, You definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go with Abdullah again. Pushing through the contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second and 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll look to set up his blockers.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Watson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let this one go deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Faking the give, now Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
2nd down and 7.
To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Watson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
To throw, Watson.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Watson.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. touchdown. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for...